Okay, fine. Start.
So, good evening, everyone. Today we are going to discuss on the topic drugs market Taliban, which is the most popular business done by Taliban. So, next slide. Yes. So, What are these drugs? Drugs are the substances that change a person's mental or physical state. Means they can affect the way your brain works, how you feel and behave, your understanding and your senses. Consuming illegal drugs is very dangerous thing. Yes, we all know about it, and it is really a very dangerous thing, and it is unpredictable that that what one can do. A drug consumer doesn't have a control over his senses. Yes, his spinal cord and brain it gets injured, and after getting injured, he behaves very aggressively. So next slide. So drugs are particularly hazardous for young people whose brains and bodies are still developing. When your brain and body is still developing, and you inhale and take drugs, then your body's growth will have many hazardous changes, and it can be very harmful. Different types of drugs have different types of effects on our body. Yes, so some drugs have little amount of effect, or some are very strong. Yes, they can have short term or long term effects. Short term means if suppose we take some small amount of drug like ganja, then it will make it will make effect for some time. But if we take more only at one time, then it will have a long effect on us. There are various factors of for drugs related harm, like the type of drug, your physical characteristics, the dose of drug, how you ingest them. First, the type of drug. There are many types of drugs like ganja and all. They, if we, there are many types in it. They are stronger or they are weak. Yes, the dose of drug means the dose of drug, how strong it is or how weak it is. Your physical characteristics means our body, and how you inject them. Now, how you ingest them means there are many ways you take it. Like we can use the injection to inhale it directly in our veins, or we can mix it with something and have it in food, like, or we can directly inhale it. Yes, drugs affect your body's central nervous system. As I told before, that the central nervous system mainly consists of brain and spinal cord, which get heavily damaged, and we behave very violently. Next slide, sir. Yes, common effects of drugs. Drug users find it difficult to sleep, think, remember, reason, and solve problems. Cause harm to organs and systems in our body. These drugs damage our internal organs, and then they function very violently. Cancer, which is very harmful. Baldness means the hair which are there on our body and hair, they get straight. Male pattern hair grows in women, such as facial hair. Means if when women take these drugs, then then their facial hair then their facial hair gets developed like mustache. Mood swings and erratic behavior. The mood swings like from happy to sad, sad to angry, and angry to very angry. And there is erratic behavior in which we are very calm. Sometimes we are in peace, or we become very violent. Addiction, the most the most dangerous effect of drug. We get addicted to it and we cannot live without it. Higher risk of mental illness, depression, and death. Yes, these three are the most life-taking effects of drugs. First, drugs cause mental illness. We feel very sad, and then depression. Depression is also very harmful, and then direct death. Next slide, sir. So recently there was a week ago, there was a news that 3,000 kg of heroin exported from Afghanistan was seized at Mundra port in Kutch, Gujarat. Mundra port is a port in Kutch, which is a district in Gujarat, and 3,000 kg of heroin was exported. It costed around 23,000 crores. It is a very big amount, and each kg costed 7.5 crore for 1 kg. Now, India's top anti-smuggling agency, BRI, was tipped off by the tipped off about the consignment. So we got to know about it. At least 7 people, including 2 Afghanis, have been arrested in India's biggest drug hall. In this drug hall, there were total 7 people, and from that, there were mainly 2 Afghanis. Next slide, sir. So Taliban used the Bandar Abbas, a port in Iran, for supplying drugs. Now here arises a question that how did Taliban use Iran's port? Means Afghanistan is a landlocked country. There is no sea beside it. Then how did it use Bandar Abbas port? Then Taliban used wheat bags, dried bags, rice bags, etc. And they put it in the form of talc stones, like we can see it in the picture. And they put it in the sacks, and they put it in the lorries. These lorries then went from there to Port Bandar Abbas. The containers had reportedly imported by a big company in Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh. Now, this consignment was taken by a big company in Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh. The consignment, declared as semi-processed talc stones, was dispatched from Kandahar, Afghanistan. Yes, as I told. Sir, next slide. Now, Taliban and drugs. It is legal to grow drugs in Afghanistan. But before Taliban was there in Afghanistan, it was very less limited to grow drugs in Afghanistan. Like we have in India, we cannot grow drugs in India. But after Taliban came, it has now become legal in Afghanistan to grow drugs anytime, anywhere. They supply drugs. They supply drugs with from wheat bags, rice bags, etc. As I told, they supplied it. Afghanistan has become world's largest drug and narcotic supplier after Taliban has come in Afghanistan. They have started drug market, and this drug market is very profitable, and it is very costly also. So in Taliban they grow it, and then they supply it, and now it has become the world's largest drug supplier. In 2001, before Taliban came, the land of cultivation of drugs in Afghanistan was only 8,000 hectares, only 8,000. But if we see now in 2021, the area is 224,000 hectares, which is almost thrice 8,000 hectares. The UN agency estimates that Afghanistan supplies 80% of global opium and heroin. Now, as I told that world's largest drug and narcotic supplier is Afghanistan, and now it also grows opium and heroin. And after growing, as they are supplying it, the whole opium and heroin are getting supplied. But from that 100%, more 80% is getting supplied by Afghanistan only, and now Taliban derives up to 60% of its annual income through its 60%, more than the half. They derive their income from these drugs. Around 6 to 11% of Afghanistan's GDP accounts to opium. Now 6 to 11% of GDP is very high, very high. Yes, sir. Next slide. Now, Taliban supplies drugs to various countries through ports with the support of ISI. Yes. Iran was the drugs which were taken to Iran's port, Bandar Abbas, were also done with the help of ISI, which is an agency of Pakistan. Like in India, we have RAW. There is ISI in Pakistan. Main aim of now what will be the now here question arises that what is the main aim of Taliban to do this and to do this. Main aim of Taliban behind the drugs production and its supply is to get economically strong and destroy the youth of countries like India. They want Taliban wants to get economically strong as this drug market is very profitable, and the destruction of youth is getting as the youth is getting destroyed, like country like the countries India. Recently the son of Shah Rukh Khan, Aryan Khan, was arrested due to he went to a drug party on a cruise in Mumbai. If Taliban prohibits cultivation of poppy and opium, then it will die of starvation. Means from this we can understand that that Taliban is still alive only because of poppy and opium production. If they stop this, then they will die of starvation. Opium production helps Taliban to fund its insurgency operation against Western forces. Means opium, the cost of these drugs is very high. So after selling it, as you got to know that the heroine's cost was 7.5 crores per kg. From this, they can buy many weapons. From 1 kg, they can almost buy 30 to 50 AK-47s. Now there is another fun fact that in Afghanistan, between near Kandahar, there is a weapon bazaar in which the guns are sold at very less cost. Around the AK-47 is sold around 15 to 20,000 there. Now, drugs in India. According to reports, over 80% of drugs in India come from Pakistan. Means Pakistan is the worst enemy of India, and from there only 80% of India's drugs come. After the participation of Taliban, the drug supply into India has increased. Now, after the participation of Taliban, now recently only it was done in Mundra port, and near Gujarat they supply for the southern part, and from Pakistan it goes to Punjab. It means from Afghanistan to Pakistan, then there it comes to Punjab, and from Punjab it is transferred to big cities like Delhi, Noida, Ludhiana, Amritsar, etc. And India may become a superpower by 2050, and Taliban doesn't want. It is confirmed that India may become a superpower till 2050. And after 2050, India can destroy any country. So after destroying the country, Taliban can also be destroyed. And so Taliban doesn't want that. And they are destroying India internally. Means they are damaging the youth, the future generation of India. And then India can be destroyed, and this will be done. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me this golden opportunity.
Very nice, Major. Very nice.